On this episode of Pimp My Setup, I'm going to be talking about your setups you submitted for tips, tricks, feedback, and much more. So if you're interested in that, then sit back, relax, and interact because the show starts now.
It's time for the original setup show dedicated to providing you with tips, tricks, and feedback to pimp out your setup. Hosted by Matt Philly with new special guests every week. Coming at you live in 3, 2, 1.
This episode of Pimp My Setup is sponsored by Kata Digital, a mobile device manufacturer that designs its phones in the USA. Kata Digital wants to provide beautiful, high-quality mobile devices at affordable prices. The newest entry to their product line is the Kata Selfie, which features an 18-megapixel rotating camera used to take high-quality pictures and selfies. It also features a phenomenal 5.5-inch display, as well as a fingerprint sensor on the back. To learn more information, click the link in the description.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Pimp My Setup episode number 170, recorded live on December 22nd, 2016. My name's Matt Philly. You can find me on Twitter at Matt Philly, and as always, we are joined by producer Tom.
It's almost Christmas, everybody.
He always just comes in with like a little.
Now I have to like step it up every single time.
Yeah, well, I see it. It's definitely being stepped up. Speaking of Christmas time, we are rapidly approaching to it. And in order to celebrate on Christmas Eve, which is the 24th for people that don't celebrate, we are going to be doing a Christmas special. So if you want to watch live, I highly recommend doing so. All you need to do is go onto YouTube or onto Twitch at 11 a.m. Eastern time. That's when we're going to start to stream. We're going to do an hour of just a pre-show, hangout, chill. I'm going to be dressed as Santa, or Santa's going to be stopping by. It's going to be a lot of fun, and then we're going to do the show, which usually averages about 30-40 minutes, and then from there, for about the next hour after we're done with that, we'll be sticking around talking, having a good time. Do I have anything planned? No. What are we going to do for the whole time?
Nothing.
Yeah, I don't know. Actually, if someone could just like let me know in the comments what we should do, that'd be cool. But anyways, definitely tune in. So basically 11 a.m. Eastern to about a little bit before 2, depending on how long we decide to stream. I know some people will miss it, but it's okay. You can watch the Christmas episode, which will go up later that day. So There you go, guys. If you want to see what your setup, pimpmysetup.com/Q is the place to go. But without further ado, let's hop into the first setup of the day, submitted by Raymond. Raymond 16. He recently joined the PC Master Race. Oh. Yay. Anyways, he likes to edit videos and game. So pretty simple. He's a simple, common dude. And taking a look at this, I mean, what else is there to say? Next setup of the day. No. So really, simplicity, it's there. I mean, he's got these little Pokemon.
Vaporeon, Blastoise, another one, and the fire one, Flameon.
Flameon, yeah.
No, it's not
Flaming,
that. No, it's not that one. Just kidding, I know that one. Embryon.
Something like that. Yeah, look at Tom flaunting his Pokemon knowledge, huh?
Yeah.
Wow, really something. What's that to the left? We got Alvin and the Chipmunks and
Iron Man.
Yeah, I mean, that's interesting. So, a little simple, I guess you could say, on the theme aspect on the desk, but around he's got a little bit of everything going on, which I think is cool. Obviously, I always talk about framing stuff. It always helps. But how about that that pennant thing to the side, Tom? You like that?
Oh,
Look at your boys. We got LeBron. Carmelo.
It's old from 2012, but, still cool.
Yeah, I mean, it's the thought that counts, you know what I'm saying? Of Flareon.
Yeah, that's what I said.
That's what you said? Okay.
I said first, but I didn't know if it was right or not.
Okay. So, yeah, this is interesting, though. The side table for the PC, interesting. I've never seen something.
If one of them was black and one of them was like, if they're both black, that would make more sense. But it just looks weird. That's one's white, one's black.
Yeah, I agree. Especially, I think a black desk would have been better for him anyway.
Yeah. Because
the walls are so white that it's like it would have just helped everything kind of contrast itself from the wall. But yeah, I think that it's simple. The cable management under the desk, I think, is good. He's got that one piece that I wish he would have just like tacked up or something. But he's got the lightning cable off to the side.
Yeah, that's a life hack right there. You just shove it up against the table.
Yeah, instead of just like having a cable clip or something, just like suffocate it up against the wall.
Yeah.
Bitch, you stay there. And it even says Raymond right there on his desk, just in case he forgets his name.
Yeah, he looks down. He's like, oh, there it is.
Oh, shit. Yeah, that's how I do it. Okay. But yeah, I mean, little things here and there, like accessories. You can get yourself a phone dock. instead of having a lightning cable suffocated there and your phone just laying on the desk, that's something that you could do. But I think, it's definitely a 16-year-old setup. There's not a lot to say about it. It works perfectly. Usability's there. But, black desk would definitely look better. I'm sure you're not going to change it. It's like one of those things where it's like, I already bought it. Suck it, Matt. But yeah. What else you want to say about this, T-Fizzle?
If you're not going to change the desk, maybe change the thing that's holding the PC. Like, get a different storage unit that's white. I don't know.
Yeah, no, get the same thing in white.
Yeah, if you're not going to change the desk because you probably just got it, then get something else that's different. That's probably a hand-me-down on the right.
Yeah, that's probably cheaper, too, to just, replace that part. But regardless, not bad at all. Let's go to the next setup submitted by Jasper, a.k.a. Jasper, who's also 16. Now, one thing that's cool is he actually built this desk with his grandpa. I love when people say that. Like when they don't hate their family and they actually do things with them. That's nice. But I was a little weirded out because he built the desk, but he uses a piece of cardboard to hold his PC up, so it's not on carpet. Like you couldn't just like throw a little something together and say it's just like, I cut my Amazon box. It's just about the same thing anyway. Like, yeah, I thought that would, look a lot better if it was a nice solid piece of wood that matched the desk. It would at least flow through. Now, the other thing is he says that he plans on getting posters soon, but he wants to find, good stuff to actually put on the wall for the posters, good posters. So, now here's the thing, headphone stand. Yeah. Why don't you just, you know what I'm saying? It almost would have been better if you just hid the headphones from the photo, honestly.
Yeah.
Also, I think he put like a vinyl wrap on top, which is cool. That's different. We've seen it a few times, but it's nice. A little bit of carbon fiber. And then, this is another one that's super simple. Now, I'm going to be that douche, but like the left speaker looks way more turned in than the right one.
And is it equidistant? Because I don't think so. Because
I don't think it's equidistant.
The left one's definitely closer than the right one.
But I remember in 7th grade during my science final, we had to draw circles to figure out the epicenter of the earthquakes and stuff.
Epicenter?
Epicenter.
You said the epicenter.
Epicenter of the equidistant bullshit. So maybe we could do that here and find out. We could go
do some measurements, get back to us, and maybe center that monitor.
Yeah, if you could just give us the epicenter, that'd be great.
Then we'll be able to figure this out, but till then, we can't figure this out.
Yeah, I'm a little confused. Someone actually made a great suggestion, one that we haven't heard on the show before. You should get LEDs. It would look really nice.
What do those look like?
Dude, that's like next level stuff. I've never seen them. I can't afford them, but I definitely think it would look great. Someone just said the left speaker looks a little bit more turned. That's funny. Really though, like super simple. Another 16-year-old setup that's not bad at all. Like it just works. This one, the cables are a little bit more obvious, especially on the underside we're seeing, but of course he can give us like the best photo to show us how he decided to manage. And we see the cable going off to the right side, and that looks like he's sleeping on a sleeping bag to the right. So I don't know what he's doing there, one of those inflatable beds. But yeah, I think it's an interesting setup. It's simple, but a little bit of this and a little bit of that, and it could be you know what I'm saying?
You do that all the time. Where it's like if you have nothing else to say, you're just like this and that, and then it'll make it you know what I mean?
That's what it's all about. A little bit of this, a little bit of that, and Anyways, let's go to the next setup submitted by Joaquin, who's 17, and he uses a setup for gaming and YouTube, and his cable management is almost non-existent. Really? What the?
It's not too bad.
Well,
it's like really, I've seen worse.
The thing is, but it's not managed, and the thing is that murders his score. Now the other thing is usability. Is this a usable setup? Well, let's break it down. First things first, his legs are going to be kicking the computer. That's undisputed. You can't tell me that's not true, Tom.
No, it's very true.
Yeah, I'm telling you, Tom. You cannot tell me, all right?
It's a cool looking desk, though.
It's a cool looking desk if you're just not cool and you want to look cool. Really, it's weird. I get it. I think that keyboard part is adjustable.
Yeah, it looks like it can come like
kind of like we've seen in desks before where you can move it up and down. Yeah. Don't know. Regardless, not the best. Now I think sitting there using the monitors doesn't look too bad. It looks to be fine, but I do not like where the mouse is. That small little pyramid thing, like that's just awful. There's no mouse pad. Even if you had an extended mouse pad, you have these divots, so when you're moving the mouse along, you're gonna be like, bloop, bloop. You know, it just seems to not be the most usable thing in the world. So not a big fan of that, the peripheral section, the underside cable management, placement of the PC, things like that. How about that TV? Well, I don't know. Is that the bed to the right? No, that's just so empty.
I'm just
wall.
guessing it's behind him.
I'm gonna hope it's behind him. Otherwise, not sure what he's trying to accomplish with that TV. Now, the other thing is, if he actually cares about, if he cares about his guitar, then I'm gonna just tell him now that's not a good spot. It's behind his desk shelf thing, like not a good spot. Really, and people get really mad when I say this, but I want you to play a song by Adele, okay? And the song is "I Set Fire to the Desk, Watch It Burn." Anyways, no, really though, set it on fire and let me know how it looks when it's done, and you'll have a clean slate. Now, I'm not being a dick, but I am a dick. But seriously, I think this just everything needs to be taken apart, pulled back, and just rethought. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, it just, the desk, it's like a huge thing. It's got like the entertainment top, like with the TV and all that. It's just huge thing that's not necessary at all. You can easily just get like a IKEA
mount.
Desk. Yeah, and
Mount the
mount
TV.
Mount the TV IKEA desk, and you're done. Like, you don't have to have this awkward situation because you just have this desk lying around.
Yeah, and the other thing is, doesn't it look like it's like squeezing down the monitors?
Yeah, it definitely does.
A little too tight for my liking. But yeah, take the expensive stuff out, throw a match down, claim insurance, and go on to the next setup. Really though, next setup of the day is submitted by Ty. He's 14, and wow, I think he has the best setup so far out of all of them. Look at this. He uses it for school, gaming, and, well, of course, music. He's thinking of switching to a black and red color scheme, something that hasn't been done before, to match his AC/DC theme, which is that one thing there. That's his AC/DC theme. Just kidding. He's got the poster above the computer and whatnot, which is cool. And I would definitely like to see more. Show us more of the AC/DC thing. I agree. If you think the red and black is going to make it, is going to complement it, then definitely move forward with that and start switching those LED colors and whatnot. That would look cool. But there's so much room for like adding to theme here. It's great. The first thing we look at is, I think my attention is drawn to the guitar, the amp. That's really cool. I like that you have your little section. You're 14. You got the foot pedal and everything. So, like, that's awesome. Keep up with that. And sooner or later, you'll be doing your freaking AC/DC cover band, bro. I'm on a highway to hell.
Stop.
No? Okay. But talking about the actual setup itself, I think it's pretty good. You go to the next photo, the cable management. Here's the thing. It's managed, but it definitely looks like very complex. Like, there's a lot going on. And I try to look at the first photo, and I could see that he's got, speakers, monitor, keyboard, like simple things, but you look under his desk, it looks like he's, got 30,000 more cables than he needs. Regardless of the fact, I think he did a great job with it. The right strand, I'd like to see go up along the bottom side of the desk and then down. But if you don't have the slack for that and you have to keep it like that, it works. At least it's managed, and that's more important than anything. But yeah, it looks like a lot going on down there. I will say that. But again, it's managed. Now, the actual desk, if we're looking at it, the speakers, they're pointed outwards. And I know it's partially because you have a monitor stand. If you brought it in and maybe just, cornered it in just a tad, I think that would sound and look a little bit better, but you're probably worried about it hitting the monitor riser. So if that's the reason why, I understand. Otherwise, I think, maybe just push it out a little, turn it in. I think that'd be nice to say the least. Especially look at the right one. You can see it's really pointed outwards. But yeah, I think the chip on the shelf, the Rubik's cubes, the poster, it is pretty nice. You got storage options as well. I think he did a wonderful job, which is really, it's really nice. Tommy boy, what you think of this?
I like it. I mean, you pretty much hit everything on the head. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing really wrong with it. I mean, the storage kind of seems out of place because I'm used to having looking. Yeah, I'm used to having storage, be a part of the desk where it helps it hold it up. But this one just has that gap in between. That's the only thing. I mean, maybe upgrade storage, make it look a little more appealing.
Yeah, if you get like the Alex drawer or something like that fits under, that would look nice.
It's not the end of the world though.
But
it's not the end of the world.
Oh yeah, no, not at all. And that's the thing. Those plastic storage options usually look like crap, but he actually did a pretty good job A little life hack that you can do with it is actually put like, construction paper around, and it hides the transparency, so it just looks like a solid. That's a waste of time though. But if you
just get new storage at that point.
But yeah, so let's go to the next setup. Great job, Ty. This one's submitted by Alex. He's 17. He's an avid gamer who loves films and TV. Now, we talk about this all the time. We have the conversation. Tom always gives his input. He's usually the nice guy, but Tom, come on. The wallpaper is too busy.
It's too busy with, the Marvel, canvas art. Yeah. It's like that has so much going on, and then you have the background that has so much going on. If that Marvel canvas poster was gone, it would probably look a lot better, but it does look a little busy.
You don't think even without that, it's just like too busy?
I mean, if people like the way it is, I mean, I like the way it looks, but with, the canvas poster, it just looks a lot more busy. It
would look cool in like a Starbucks or a McDonald's or something, but in this scenario, there are those people that, all right, they complain about LEDs behind their monitors because they think it's too distracting and they think it takes away from the focus of what's on the screen. Can you imagine sitting there with that and you're trying to write a paper? You're like, holy shit, I'm in New York City, bitch.
I don't know if you have ADHD, but I've never had that problem with anything, like where something distracts me. If I'm looking at a monitor, I'm looking at the monitor. There's nothing
that
distracts me.
I'm saying though, there are people, and actually Linus Tech Tips is one of them. When he was on Pimp My Setup, he said that he's not a big fan of backlighting with LEDs for his setup because it's distracting. I don't get distracted. I have one of the best, smartest, biggest brains in the world. So things like that are not a problem. Really though, cool for a room, not cool for a setup. Regardless, let's not waste our time on that. The monitors, that's a big problem. I don't know what you trying to do with that side monitor.
The only thing I can think is one of his eyes is higher than the other. So
I've seen people with that. Yeah,
it might be
that's a common thing. Yeah,
I don't know.
Damn, Tom making me feel like a bad guy for making fun. No, seriously, what the hell, dude? Everything else is pretty nice except for the underside of the desk. This is another thing. Wrapping it around a stripper pole, not really the most ideal thing in the world. We just got random cables kind of going here and there. He's got a Signum, but it looks to be empty. Not really sure the use of that. But yeah, I think it's, someone said he must have a lazy eye. Yeah, it's not even like they're at two different levels. It's just like our dentist that he's like, look, he's wait, go full screen on. Like, no joke, my dentist, I don't think it's my dentist anymore. He got like in trouble for drugs and stuff. But and I'm not even kidding when I say that. But he like literally would be coming up to do the check at the end, and he'd be like, "All right, they look great." I'm like, "Bro, they're right here." Anyways, I digress. So yeah, I think it's a nice setup that's sort of not looking as good as it could because of the monitor, because of the wallpaper, and because of the cable management. And then what's that thing off to the side? Is that like
it's a fridge?
Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I don't know what it is, but it looks like the door opens up where the monitor is.
It looks like something because it's got like looks like those cables that work for like air conditioning. I don't know.
Appliance cables.
Yeah, appliance
and then
cables.
He's got that bottom piece, which is usually like either a filter or like a big piece that needs to be pulled out. I don't know what that is, but if it's a fridge, that's cool until you have to actually use it.
Yeah.
Regardless of the fact, let's not waste any more. Third photo. That was like what sold me for his theme.
Okay.
I thought that was really cool. And this part of his room looks really nice because he doesn't have the wallpaper.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and I'm not trying to be a dick to this guy, but like honestly, the wallpaper kind of hurts it.
Why don't you put your setup here?
Yeah. Oh my god, that would look really good.
Yeah, just like move like the bookshelf over, the TV and all that, and you just plop your setup right there. It'll probably look really good.
Yeah. So that's what I would say. I definitely think the third photo looks amazing. Now, next photo, we're not going to spend too much time on. I don't want to be mean to the guy, but his name is Mac. He's 12. He mostly uses this setup for gaming, recording, and editing. His YouTube channel is called Swagacle. Now, I don't know if that's a dead giveaway for his age, but it's really just swag, ICAL. Anyways, taking a look at this photo. Yeah, it's actually not bad at all. The usability of it sitting there, the monitor, the peripherals, placement of all that, headphones and stuff, it works. It works pretty damn well. The speakers are there. It may not be the top of the line stuff, but it works. Cable management on the underside of the second photo looks to be pretty good as well. Comes out of the computer, goes to the back, disappears. Seems to be pretty nice in my opinion. But really what hurts him is just sort of the desk is that old kind of looking cheap $40 Staples desk. Not my favorite thing in the world. Yeah, you did a pretty good job with having the pop vinyls at the top, and you did a good job with it. It's just the desk isn't the best, but you made it work, and I give you props for that. The left side with its laptop seems usable. It's also a dresser, seems clean. I think the corkboard is a little over the top with like the stuff on it, but
I like it though.
But it's also cool. Like, and the other problem with it is the desk hurts the corkboard because it's got this hideous hutch sort of riser piece to it. I think had it been like a normal Linmont desk or something like that didn't cover the corkboard completely, it would look even better. But I think because it's being covered, it makes it look a little clunky. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, I mean, the desk is definitely a problem, and we don't know what the right side by the window looks like, so I don't know if another table can fit, another desk can fit. Yeah. So, I mean, he's doing what he can. He's only 12, right? That's crazy. I mean...
Yeah, I mean, knowing that he's 12, he did a great job. And like I said, cable management, all that stuff, category by category, great job. And if you're 12 and you have a setup like this, down the road, it will be even more badass. So, all right, let's go to the next setup submitted by Henry. Now, Henry did not give me his age, but he did use a .edu, which leads me to believe that he's a teen, young adult, around that age, something to that extent. Nonetheless, taking a look at this interesting setup, I like it, but I think there's a few things here and there that could be improved upon. The second photo, if I had just shown that, I think a lot of people would have been like, oh, that's really sort of boring and empty and a little cramped. Not necessarily like terrible where it's beyond use, but you know, it's simple, it works, it's nice, but you know, the further back photo definitely helps. I think that finishes the puzzle. The shoes, I'm gonna be that guy. It's not like they're Yeezys. It's not like you got the turbo boost bullshit. Like, they're just like dirty shoes all over the place. And he actually had a photo of a close up, and they're like 20 pairs of shoes that aren't really anything special. So I thought that was a little bit oddly placed and could be put elsewhere. But if you have a thing for shoes, go for it. But he's got the entertainment set up there. Is that mannequin giving the middle finger?
Yeah.
Nice.
It's cut off.
So Henry,
no, there it is.
So Henry's a dick. Way to go, Henry. I was going to give you a good score, too, for putting wire mold.
What else would he use that for? Like putting rings on it?
Yeah, his pimp rings.
Yeah, I don't know. But like, what else would you use a mannequin hand for?
You could like have him hold headphones. Regardless, I think look at the wire molds coming out of subwoofer. Yeah, I mean, at least Velcro the damn cables when it comes out, so it doesn't look like that. But good attempt at that. I like that you put attention to detail there. But yeah, I mean, it's just, you know, it's a simple setup, missing theme, I would say, unless the theme is middle finger mannequin fingers. But he said it's like a budget setup, and he uses it for gaming, which I guess he's more so a console gamer, you know, because yeah. And he's got fake plants, so like a budget setup of fake plants. Come on. You know what I'm saying? So, anyways, I don't really have much else to say unless you do, T-Fizzle.
Yeah, add posters, you know, above this. You know, it's pretty simple.
Pretty simple, straight to the point.
Personality, yeah.
Yeah. Last set of the day is submitted by Anthony. Anthony's 20 years old. He works full-time as a store manager, and this is his game room and bedroom. A 2-in-1 deal. Look at that. His YouTube channel is MCTDM Gaming, and there it is with the chair. Usually I don't include this, but I was like, kind of shows it, you know, doing its thing. I like it. But let's go to the first photo. This is what we're going to focus on. So taking a look at this, the right side is used mainly for gaming, a little bit of editing for his YouTube, blah, blah, blah. Left side with that monitor and that stuff. Yeah, that's for binging Netflix from bed during his lazy days, things like that. And then also on that left side, you're going to see that he has, really in the corner more so, the glass display. That's where he collects his Warhammer 40k stuff. He's got other cool things that matter to him, like big planes. I don't know. And then he's got his painting also on the left side. If you look, the paint, like actual on the desk.
Oh.
Like, yeah, painting supplies. Yeah, not like he painted that. Like, that is
like, that's pretty good, not gonna lie.
For hand, yeah, that's pretty good. But yeah, take a look at that. That is where he paints, and the laptop is there, so when he's painting he could watch YouTube videos. So I like that. I like that he actually told me the different parts of it. You know what I mean? Like, he has just a few parts built into one setup, which is really nice. So I like that he broke it down and explained that for me. Someone just said, www.bones.com said, get fishing line and hang that plane. That would look pretty cool. It feels like...
Yeah, get a bunch of them just like hanging throughout your room.
No, well, that's next level, Tom. That's next level. Really cool, though. And, of course, on that dresser, which isn't the prettiest thing in the world, he's got, like, tons of little storage there, which is really nice. But the only reason I think it's not super pretty is because he's got all that brand new IKEA fresh countertop off to the side that looks so fresh and so clean. So, normally I love that old, rustic, antique look. But it definitely, like... little different there. Regardless of the fact, look at the cable management. It's great. He did a wonderful job with that. Overall usability seems to be pretty good. The Alex riser, I don't know if they do it in like the wood finish, the tannish kind of color. I know they make Linmonds in that color and whatnot, but I don't know if they do that. Of course, that's
I think
like,
if they did, he probably would have gotten it. This guy seems to be on his game.
Yeah, because that's like the Hamar countertop, whatever. Would look really nice if he had that. But not the end of the world. So, yeah, usability and things like that I think is pretty good. I would assume that he's able to move the Yeti out of the way so it's not covering the screen when he's not using it. Maybe just put it there for the photo. Soundbar is cool. What is that? The Razor Leviathan. Remember how hard it was for me to say that during a spotlight? I was like, the Leviathan. Yeah, you would think I was just hit by a car and had a stroke or something. But, I think it's like super simple. I think one thing he would really benefit from is having some colored bulbs throughout the room. Because normally I wouldn't recommend that to people, but he's kind of got the whole setup part down. I think now it's just sort of like prettying it up, if that makes any sense. So like having, we've seen Mars Bar kind of get this one light from IKEA, whatever. Now everyone and their mother has it. If you get one of those, that looks really great. And you put the bulbs in that, have one on the left side where you paint and then have it above and like all over the place. And then I think if you have them all different colors, it would look sick. Cause I don't think you really have a color theme. The wallpaper is blue and it matches the LED, but I think that was just kind of by coincidence more than anything. Just kind of like prettying up the room, I think is the next step. He said there's not a lot he can do with like painting the walls or like doing anything with the curtain, blind, whatever. The reason for that is because he still lives with his parents. Obviously, he's 20, and it's America. You guys understand how expensive shit is. But
it's really, a rant. Like, come on, guys.
Because I'm 22, man. I feel that. But anyways, really, I think it's got to be prettied up, and it will be next level, top tier, bang bang all over your face. Tom, would you agree with that statement?
Yes, pretty it up. You know what to do. This guy has a great idea on how to add personality and add some good looks to it. So he'll definitely finish that.
Yeah, and I love seeing glass cases like that.
Oh, it's definitely cool. They definitely have all the cool stuff inside too. Oh,
yeah. And get some LED strips to go in there, like blop blop. You know what I'm saying?
Someone said that the leg room is terrible, but
probably is. But
I mean, I don't know. How can you really tell?
Well, due to my epicenter equidistant math, it's I. That's what I would say. That's what the calculation actually came back as I. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it came out on like the sheet.
Yeah, printed out as an I. I'm
like nice.
Okay. Which is weird, like the pilots, they still use those old ass printers, but
that's cool though.
Yeah, and someone else said that one thing he can do is the Netflix TV monitor should be a big TV.
I mean, I don't know how much space you want to use.
Well, he's got a lot of space, so I think he could pull it off. But great stuff. Regardless of the fact, let's hop into the scores. Raymond with the 78, Jasper with the 76, Joaquin with the 56, Ty with an 80, Alex with the 74, Mac with the 72, Henry with the 76, and your boy Anthony with the 90. Dang, down, the witch is dead. Yeah, I think if he had a little bit more like pop, it'd be like a 98. But yeah,
like a night shot or something like that. That'd be pretty cool.
If he had what?
A night shot?
Night shot.
Showing off.
He probably did, and I didn't include it. Now you're making me look like a dick, Tom. Because now he's going to comment and be like, I had a night shot. So, what are you going to do about it, Tom? Thanks. Now I look like an asshole. There you go, guys. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Pimp My Setup. That's what it's called, right? Yep. Episode 170. We're live on December 22nd, 2016. Make sure you tune in for the Christmas special. Ho, ho, ho. There's going to be ways for you to get your setup reviewed right then and there, live. Not even on an episode. Yeah, I'm saying it live right now. But I'm also thinking I'll give away a fast pass maybe for fun.
Hey,
if you want to win a fast pass, you got to be there. Be there, be square, bitch. That was mean, and I don't apologize. Thanks for watching.